people, Psychic Debbie here. Hope you're having a great evening, morning, or afternoon, whatever time you're seeing me. So I hope this is working for everybody. I hope you're having a great evening. I'm going to be talking about hawks and what they give to us and their symbols and their spiritual meaning. But the reason I'm doing this class is because I did my Sedona trip and I was connecting to the bird. We were at Sedona. We were at one of the vortexes, and this blackbird. Well, where am I? Right here behind me. Yes, that's a black hawk. Came flying in, and my husband took a picture of it. So that's why I was talking about hawks, and it was a really great space, and it was at a really great time. So first of all, I want to thank everybody that did my healings, that allowed me to do their healings in Sedona. Had quite a few people write back and saying they felt something, or they at least felt some peace, or knowing that good things are going to be coming to them. So thank you for allowing me to do that, and thank you to my husband for taking all the pictures. We did a lot of work for a lot of these people. I took them to 4 vortexes. I might be doing it again this fall. And so look out for that, okay? I'm also doing a remote viewing class, and it's going to be live for $44. It will be a psychic remote viewing class. It will be June 20th. It's on a Thursday night, and it'll be at 6 o'clock. So look forward to that. If you don't get my newsletter, then go to psychicdebbie.com and write to me and say you want to know about the remote viewing class. If you want to sign up for it now, just go to my website, psychicdebbie.com, go to schedule an appointment, schedule a phone appointment, and it will be the very top one. You'll see class and courses, and it'll have a big third eye on there, and it'll say remote viewing. And it's going to be great because I only have limited space. So let's say hi to a bunch of people. Juanita and Anoko Lono, I don't know how to say your name. So Ayandi, I don't know. Riley, Monica, and Kazagav. I don't know. I don't know some of these people's names. I can't say them. But good morning, good evening, Seattle, Bainbridge Island, wonderful places and wonderful people. So again, I'm talking about hawks because we were in Sedona, and it was our last day, and we were at this big, huge vortex, and it was where the river was. And the women were asking, some of the women were asking for third eye opening, some were asking for prosperity, some were asking for all knowing. And I was sitting there, and my husband took this picture right here, and we were sitting there, and I all of a sudden I saw this huge black bird just flying over, and I said to my husband, because he was taking pictures of the ladies at this beautiful vortex, like, go over there, take a picture. What is that? At first I thought it was an eagle, but while he was taking the picture, then it stood there for a while, and then it went into the river, got a fish, and went away. And there was another person there that had a beautiful bird app and said, no, it's a black hawk. And I don't think I've ever seen a black hawk before. And I was thinking, what modality? What does that mean? What is Spirit trying to give us some information? So that's why I'm talking about this tonight. I think it's fantastic because we are all seeing different kinds of hawks, right? Because there's the red tail hawk. Let's see. I think I have a picture of it right here. See the red tail hawk right there. I don't know if I can point, but right there, the red tail hawk. And of course, there's numerous of other hawks, but I'm always wondering, what does it mean? Because in Montana, I see a lot of them. They're always up on the phone pole. God, I can't even talk tonight. Telephone pole, Debbie. Talk. Okay, so I was thinking, I know that this beautiful black hawk came by, and there was definitely a message or a symbol by it. So I asked Spirit. And Spirit said, while we were sitting there, I said, this is a very powerful symbol. It's a very powerful symbol, and not to ignore it. Yes, someone said, I'm from Payson, Arizona, and they're everywhere. And see, I don't I've never seen, I don't think I've ever seen a black hawk before. And Monica says I have a red tail hawk. Yeah, in Montana, there's lots of red tail hawks, but not a black tail. So they're saying, I said, well, okay, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning with, excuse me, my clients? We're in Sedona. It's our last day. We're at this big vortex. We're by the river. I'm asking for success, prosperity, being more intuitive. Yes, I keep on asking to be more and more intuitive so I can help more and more people being born in their truth. Like I said, my other clients was being in perfection. One was for opening a third eye, trying to find people. The other person was being success in their modality and their purpose in life. And so obviously this Black Hawk meant something huge. And so they were saying that it was going to help, it's wanting us to look at things in a different perspective. And that a Black Hawk is very connected, or all hawks are very connected to the higher realm. That they fly just like the eagle. They're above, right? They are above the situation. So I feel that they are in the truth of the situation. So if this, let's see, how am I going to explain this? If this crystal is where all the information that you want to get, or that you're trying to get the information, right? So like, is this my purpose? What, like we were going to Sedona, trying to open up whatever. Instead of looking at it this way or looking at it in it, they say the hawks look above it. They look above it. So they say that the hawks are in the higher perspective and perception of the truth and the dynamics, so that they are really into the other realm where there is that no judgment. Does that make sense? Hello, beautiful people. I'm seeing a lot of people saying hi to me. So they're also saying that hawks, or Black Hawks, represents insight, again, because of the way that they're seeing the world, the way that they're seeing not the world, but in this 3D world, they're seeing it above. They're seeing it above. People are trying to get to here, and we're down here. So if you can get into the above, or even get close into the center of the truth, or the all-knowing, then you will see it in a completely different perspective. Okay, so if you see a hawk or a representation of a hawk, it doesn't mean because someone said in Hawaii we don't have hawks. I'm thinking like if you see a picture of it, you see a feather of one, like now the hawk came up. So I would ask, in your life, what are you looking at from below, or maybe you're looking at it here, but you're not looking at it from above. You're not looking at it, trying to change it, look at it in a different perspective, right? Tricia says in the animal totem books, they say they can be for warnings too. Yeah, it could be warnings that you're not looking at your life, or you're not going in the right purpose, or you're not going on the right path. I feel like the universe, you're always going to go on the right path. You just might be a little zigzaggy, right? Or that the universe, that is beautiful and powerful as the earth is, will give you symbols. So like a hawk, right? So this is some questions to ask. Okay, so it also means when you're seeing a hawk or some representation of it, like I said, it could be a feather, it could be a book, someone talked about it, or even just this show showing up, and that you're like, I need to watch this. It's wanting you to connect to your knowledge. It's wanting you to connect to what you know. And what you know is the truth. So what that means is kind of like when I do readings, a lot of it is just being in confirmation, right? A lot of times people say, oh, we get what you're saying, Debbie, we get what you're saying. Yeah, I know that, but because I don't know you, then it's like, okay, the universe is basically saying, it's a confirmation, right? It's a confirmation. So also, I feel that it could be a messenger. The hawks could be a messenger because they're so above the almost our 3D reality that I feel like that the hawks are connected to it. And I feel like eagles are too. I'd have to do another show on eagles, but I feel like they're so connected to this realm that they are the messenger, or they can be the messenger of people that have passed, history. They could be messengers of the other realm, other dimensional spaces. I just feel that because they're in a space of, again, like the crystal, they're in a space of no judgment, and they're seeing all the other dimensional spaces, realms, and realities in the truth of what it is, but in a higher perspective. I don't know if that makes sense. The person from New Zealand said, I had a hawk come right up to me at my house in my backyard in New Zealand. Still there, looked at me, and I gave it some food. I watched it while they also have a hawk tattoo, New Zealand hawk only. I don't know what that means, but having, yeah, I mean, the hawk is talking to you, probably the person in New Zealand, and the hawk is talking to you. And when you see a hawk, I would want to ask it, what is it that you want me to know? Do you know what I mean? What is it you want me to know? Just like when I saw this hawk, I was like I said, I thought it was an eagle. So like here, this is the hawk. My husband took this picture also. See, look, it has the black and the white on the tip, because some people are going, how do you know it's not a crow, it's a black bird or something like that? And see how the wings kind of turn up like that. Look at the wingspan on those. And if you look really close, he's got a fish in there. So Spirit was saying to me, because I was asking for prosperity and success and helping people in their spiritual realm, that hawk, because it got a fish out of the river there, they were saying it was bringing success and prosperity to me. It was giving me that information. It's giving me that information. So someone said 2 weeks later, I had an accident on the farm, hidden dream, got flour into a hospital by helicopter. Maybe it was a warning from the hawk. Yeah. So I feel like you need to connect to the hawks when you're like driving down the road, like in Montana, you see them on the phone poles, you know what I mean? The telephone poles. And and again, they're in the higher realm. What is it they're wanting you to see in a higher perspective? Okay, so they also can want you to see the truth. So are you not seeing the truth of some situation? Are you not seeing the truth of some situations? It's kind of like, oh, you're having a family argument, or maybe your relationship, or maybe your job, right? It's like, what part are you not seeing the truth of? What part are you not seeing the truth of? Or maybe it's because, like, I was helping these people getting into the more spiritual realm, and that this beautiful black hawk came to say, yes, you're connecting, because like attracts like, right? Okay, so a hawk also can help you break your patterns. And you're thinking, really? How? Well, you could, like, again, you could see it through a book. You could see them in life. You could hear them. You could hear the feathers of them. You could see the feathers of them. You could be in a ritual of them. But when you're connected to a hawk, a black hawk, red tail hawk, there's so many of them, that you are going to be connected to your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So a black hawk or a red tail hawk or any other kind of hawk is going to be connected to your emotions and feelings. And that's why I'm saying, when you hear about them or see them, or say someone gives you a feather, or someone's doing a ritual with a feather, there's some part of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions that they want you to see the truth of, and want you to see it in a different perspective. It's also when you're seeing a hawk, with you questioning what's the truth, it's also going to make you switch to the vibration of honoring and respecting yourself. That's some way of looking at it, right? It's like, what part are you not honoring and respecting yourself? So because in Montana, we have an eagle in our backyard, and we also had tons of hawks. And it's like, yeah, we'd see them every day, but someone would be like, I'm seeing them every day, Debbie. So it doesn't mean anything. It's just kind of like the tree in my front yard. I don't see it that way. The way I see it is, I was seeing these red-tailed hawks in Montana, and little did I know I was going through this major spiritual growth, right? And now I moved to California, and then we go to Sedona, and I see a black hawk. So I feel that even if you're seeing it every day, I feel like it's giving you a message every day. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing it. It's just the way I see the world, and that's the way I perceive the world. So you could ask it every day, what is it wanting to give you? And then ask it to give you a sign. Okay, so it can remind you. So like you could ask a question, am I on the right path? Like these lovely ladies when we were on this trip in Sedona. Are we on the right path? Am I going to be opening up my third eye? Am I connecting to the vibration? I feel like this Black Hawk was telling us, all three of us, that yes, we're on the right path, that we're opening up our third eye, that we're connected to the visual, to the vibration. But you could be asking a question and all of a sudden see a red-tailed hawk. Am I on the right path? Am I not on the right path? Do you know what I mean? Asking these questions and all of a sudden you see a red-tailed hawk within an hour. I mean, if it's the red-tailed hawk or a hawk is in your yard and it's not there all the time, because I know it's not always that way, then you can ask the question, and if you can say, if I don't see it by 1 o'clock, then it's a no. Do you know what I mean? You can make it give you symbols. It can make you do symbols. Okay, so I know that when you're connected to the hawk or the hawk totem or the hawk vibration, it is helping you getting into your spiritual growth, and it's helping you connecting to the other dimensional spaces. Jillian says, love the purple. Thank you. Thank you. It's also reminding you, and it's going to help you to listen to your insight, to listen into your insight. A hawk will help you listen to your insight. So like the Egyptians said that the hawk represented people, spiritual beings and spiritual people, and that they would do reincarnation with the hawk. And the hawk is presented in numerous ways in the Egyptians, style, or where they were connected to the other realm. So like with the pyramids, when they had the crystals on top, I feel that the hawk represented us going into the other realm, going into the other dimensional space. What do you think? What do you think that a hawk is representing? And that when you're seeing it, what do you think it's giving to you, right? Let me see what you guys are thinking. Okay, so also a hawk, spiritual meaning, is trying to help you see the things that are in front of you. So like I said, if you're all of a sudden, because of this show, you're like, I'm going to look out for a hawk. Well, after you're watching the show, I would ask yourself a question. What is it that you're wanting to know? Am I in a higher realm? Ask a question here. So what is it that I want to know? Am I going on the right path? Or is this the right partner? Or is this the right job? Is this the right place to live? I get a lot of questions I get asked a lot of questions if I'm moving in the right direction. Am I in the right path? Am I doing the right purpose? What am I going in the right direction? And I feel like hawks, because of them, of the spiritual nature of them and the way they fly and the way that they're so above the truth, that they will give you the true answer, right? So Carol says, if we ask the hawk, how do we hear the answer? Well, numerous of ways, Carol's numerous of ways. And you're probably thinking, what, really? Well, yeah. So number one, like I said before, you could see it. All of a sudden you see one. So you're asking the hawk's spiritual vibration. You're asking the hawk's like totem. You're asking the hawk's connecting to the totem of a hawk. Okay. So if you say, I'm connecting to the spiritual essence of a hawk. Okay. Say before you go to bed, and I need to know if I'm in the right relationship, just say. So you could dream about it. You could get up in the morning and almost hear a bird sounding like a hawk. You could hear, because you said, how do we hear the answer? You could hear the answer of, all of a sudden you got like a tone in your ears, or you're thinking you're hearing the bird's feathers, flying by you. Or like I said, it could be all of a sudden you turn on TV and there's a hawk there. You going through a book and there's a hawk. It will present itself in so many ways. You could find a feather. You could like I said, you could be going grocery shopping, and some product that you're buying has a hawk for a symbol, right? Or you're going down the street and someone says hawk on the thing. You can tell the universe how you want your symbol. So like my symbols is always feathers. So you can use another symbol to be the symbol. So you could say, I'm connecting to the hawk's spiritual essence and the vibration of a hawk, which is in the third eye, which is in the higher realm, and I want to know if I'm on my right path. And you could go out, and my symbol is a feather, and it could be a feather of any other kind of bird, but all of a sudden I find a feather on the floor or on the ground, or I see it as a cloud, or I see a feather as in a card. You can present the symbol as something else, that someone else gives you a rose quartz crystal or whatever you want the symbol to be, but you would say to the universal source, you would say to the hawk, okay, my symbol is a feather or my symbol is a crystal, and am I going on the right path? And then maybe your sister, your friend or whatever goes, here, I got this crystal for you and I don't know why. Or you're walking down the street and you find a crystal, right? It could be in that kind of form. You don't need the hawk, the whole hawk to be the symbol. I hope that makes sense. Gosh. Okay, so Lisa said, I had a blackbird flying almost the same speed as me as in my passenger window on Sunday. It was the weirdest thing. It was almost like he was struggling to stay up with my car. Is it a blackbird or was it a hawk? There's two different things, because I have crows and blackbirds. I have another video on that, and that's different messaging. To me, the blackbird would be for you, that change is coming. That change is coming. And maybe it was telling you to slow down, and look at life in a different way. So that's why I'm saying you can look at things in a different perspective. Okay, so also the hawk can help you get a better perspective of work. Again, you can use a different kind of symbol I would connect to the hawk essence, the truth of the hawk, like looking at the picture. Like I said, I got other pictures here, connect to that picture and say, I want the hawk totem, I want the hawk vibration, because you see the truth. You're connected to the higher realm. You've seen it from above. I'm seeing it from below. I want the answer from here. So then, and I'm going to use a crystal as a symbol. And you could do that at work also, for your job, for your relationship, for your health, or for whatever it is that you're wanting or wanting to connect to in the world. Okay. I'm getting close to the ending here. So blackbird with a yellow beak. Yeah, but see this looks like a blackbird, Lisa, but like I said, this is the same picture of and here it's got the wings. This is the black hawk. So yours is probably a crow or maybe a falcon or something. Okay, so, all right. I would also call on the hawk vibration to get rid of poisonous people. They're saying that hawks can help you change your aura and the vibration that's around you, so that you could say, I'm going to connect to the hawk's vibration. And so I'm going to an event, or is this person a true person of mine? So then connecting by it, it will help you dictate or realize if that person's a poisonous person, right? So you could say, am I in the right relationship? And if you want the true answer, you got to do it when you want the true answer, not in the space of, is he really good for me? And you don't really want to know the answer, then don't ask it. Do you know what I mean? But you can, again, connect to the hawk's vibration, either by meditating, connecting to it, visualizing it, being in the vibration of the hawk, and then asking, is this person poisonous for me or not? Is this job poisonous for me or not? Or is this me moving? Is this a good thing for me or not? You will feel it gutly, or you also will get a symbol from it. You will also send a symbol from it. So someone was saying, lately I've been attracted to birds. Yes, and a lot of birds have so many different symbols to them, and that you could also create your own symbol to them. But I think hawks are so fantastic that, like I said, they're so connected to the other realm. Okay, so the Native Americans use the hawks for their feathers in a lot of rituals, And because I mean, look at these beautiful feathers, right? Look at these beautiful feathers. When a lot of times people use hawk feathers for saging and cleansing the home or bringing a beautiful vibration, or for rituals or whatever. They use the hawk feathers for a lot of things, and it's in some places they don't want you to even use them unless you're a Native American. I know that's with the eagle, but they're so precious, they're so powerful, that I feel that if you're using a hawk feather, again, I would want you to be in the space of that you are in the confidence and not in the fear, worry, and doubt, like, I hope this works. And if you're using it in a ritual sense, even if it's for saging and it's bringing, power or a big love or whatever it is that you're trying to get into your home or to the space of your work or your business, I say I would do a blessing on it. I would do a blessing on the feather if you're using it in any kind of ritual, and saying, giving you acknowledgement and giving you permission to use the feather, because I really feel, because it's really connected to that vibration of the hawk, of the other dimensional space, and it really will tell you the answers. So if you have a hawk feather and you're using it for saging or ceremonial space, again, you can connect to it in that way, right? So also the Native Americans say that people, their astrology, that people that are born between March 21st and April 19th are from the red-tailed hawk sign. And then if you are born between March 21st or April 19th, or people that are born in that time, in their astrology, they say that these people have great vision, that they can be bold, they pursue a lot of their dreams, so and that they're a problem solver. So maybe if you know someone that's between March 21st or April 19th, connecting with them, and I was going to say do a seance, but maybe doing some kind of connection with them and getting their perspective, if they're in the confidence of who they are. If they're kind of like in a lifestyle, you're going, I know some people and they're not really too good, Debbie. And it's just like, I would want you to connect to the people that are really being in truth of who they are, and being in the confidence of who they are, and that they're going to give you the right, you know what I mean, give you a truthful answer, and maybe connecting with them. So my thing is, I would have you ask again what it is that you're wanting or desiring, or what you're wanting to bring to you, because the hawk is such a beautiful, beautiful animal. Like I said, when we saw this beautiful hawk in Sedona, it was right in front of us. My husband took this photo, and then it went into the creek and it went into the river. And if you look really close, I think it got a little fish there. And it just went down, got the fish, flew above us. We're all just kind of like in awe. And then it went to a tree and just stood there. And it was in the confidence of who it was. It was just so bright and beautiful. And it's just extraordinary watching it. And I would want you to be in that space. When we want to be in that vibration of being in the confidence of who we are, knowing what we're going for, going into our purpose, going into our right path, seeing the truth of everything and bringing the knowledge to us. If you do, then connect to the hawk vibration. Well, I want to give you blessings and smiles, and I hope you had a great day. Like I said, if you want a reading from me, psychicdebbie.com. Doing the remote viewing class June 20th. Go to psychicdebbie.com, click on scheduling a reading. It's the very first thing there, and it's going to be really good. It's going to be really, really good, because I'm going to teach you the form, and then I'm going to teach you the physical remote viewing. So there's the psychic remote viewing, and then there's the left brain there's the left brain remote viewing. God, I can't even talk tonight. And the psychic. So I'm going to bring both of them together. Well, I want to give you blessings and smiles, and I'll see you next Tuesday. See you later. Bye-bye. Blessings and smiles.